Give them the blues like B.B. King. B.B. King, the King James version. Black Midwest boy, like I'm King James. Fucking on your mama, like I'm Ving Rhames. Baby boy, caught you lacking on the lazy boy. What happened to that boy? 6 hours acting coy. The best ever, like
Yo,
I'm
stop playing,
down in San Croix,
Stop
San
playing.
Kofa. I'm going back to get it.
You know about this one?
Yeah,
Quick say it, nigga. Who did this
I'm not a
one?
liar.
Oh, we done did this. Yeah.
Watching every nigga watching me closely. Keep your enemies close, your friends
even like this.
closer.
You
didn't like this?
Stupid.
Pump a nigga popping out the toast.
You didn't like this beat?
Nah, I'm a team player though, bro. Say he just do it, we gonna do it.
Yeah.
Play that.
Hell yeah.
You want
Be like, play my shit, nigga.
Hey, play my shit.
Yeah,
And I'ma still be me.
but I'ma still be me.
Come on.
Condescending rap. That's what I wanna hear. Talk down.
Overprepared. Wish a nigga was there.
Yo, what up, world? Welcome to the Speakeasy Podcast. You're not rocking with the best. I'm your host, Doug Knight.
Focus the truth.
V-Don.
Yeah, it's TCP, WTK.
There we go.
What's good, man?
What's up with you, man?
Y'all chilling? Yo,
Coolin'.
Cool, huh?
How you
I'm
feeling?
happy to be here.
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm
Feeling
happy to
good?
see you.
Likewise, man.
I feel like I
Likewise.
seen you a couple months ago. Like, congratulations on the project.
Word.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah?
Appreciate you. Yeah. Well, the new project is called Catch Me If You Can. It's part 2 to our series.
Yeah.
And you can find it on all the DSPs.
This is a sequel to the original project, Catch Me If You Can Part 1, which is available on DSPs as well. Vidon and I have several series. We have Deutschmarks, Blue Notes, and Catch Me If You Can. And then a couple of random things that will be firing off in between time, so just keep up with it. You know?
Word. Well, welcome to the Speakeasy Podcast, right?
Thank
So
you
y'all
for
gonna get a
having me again.
mixture.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Nah,
This
thank
is
y'all for
great.
pulling up. Thank you.
And
It's
shout
an
out to the
honor.
team, y'all. I see everybody, you know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
I'm just gonna prepare you for like what you about to get into. This is your first time here.
Yeah.
You've been here
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
I'm a nutcase. I wild out. I'm gonna ask you
Facts.
some wild shit.
I saw y'all before when I first came in the door. Y'all was on some other shit. I see how y'all doing it.
Like you said, y'all have a series. What is your favorite series between you and V
Don't,
Don?
yo, come on, don't do that, man.
Nah, we
I
got.
wanna know.
He
Let's
did
get
that.
into
He
it.
really just asked
here.
that.
We here.
Yo, I love it all. You know what
Yeah?
I'm saying? If I didn't love it, you wouldn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many songs I cut that you probably would never ever hear because I didn't think it met the quality standard. You know what I'm saying? If we put it out, I'm standing behind it. I'd rather hear what y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? How y'all? What's y'all favorites?
I
You
feel
know
like
what
you
I
should
mean?
ask V then if he ain't gonna
Yeah.
give us.
You asking me?
I'm gonna
Yes.
ask you.
I
V.
can't do it. I can't even do it.
I might have to go with Deutschmarks too.
Two?
Over one?
Over
But
three?
Deutschmarks
Oh,
2
you
was
said-
created during the pandemic. Everything had shut down. You know what I mean? And everybody was at the crib. Restaurants was closed, clubs was closed. Everything was locked up.
Yeah.
So we said, yo, we should make some music. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
just
We,
sitting
we,
at home.
we never stopped making music though. That's the thing. No matter what's going on.
For sure.
We-
But
we-
Deutschmarks 2, we capitalized on the fact that everybody's at home watching movies and listening to music.
So you made Capital Gains the same time you made Deutschmarks.
Exactly. So what happened was we was just getting out. We opened up a bar in Grand Rapids called Ambiance. We was getting that off the ground, and we was on our last little bit of the construction, and last little bit of getting the money together and putting that bar together. And we were still throwing parties in the city at the major venues in Grand Rapids. And I was there like all through the winter until like the top of the year, like January, February. I went back to Atlanta, and then while I was in Atlanta, the pandemic hit and shut everything down. And I started recording Capital Gains at the same time. So I know, okay, we finna be sitting at home. Let me get back to it. And as I'm putting up posts on Instagram about the bar, all my comments from my fans is saying, yo, fuck that. Where's the music? Where's the music? Where's the... Everybody want to hear the music. So it's a perfect time to focus and get back to the music. But Vidon always said, man, yo, you got to put some music out. You got to. The whole time, he never let me get away from creating the art. You know what I'm saying? So I did Capital Gains like during the up part of the pandemic. And then we supposed to have did Heather Gray 2 with Ito. So I was cutting the records for Heather Gray 2 while I was cutting the Capital Gains records. So by the time Capital Gains came out, we kind of had like enough between me and Vaughn to just say, all right, this is the plate. Let's put it out. So then Deutschmarks 2 developed from the first couple of songs that we was cutting, and we took it from there, man.
So where's Heather Gray 2?
Oh, it's on the way. It's on the way.
I feel like I heard
we
that
kept
last time
something.
you came here.
It's on the
Nigga
way.
told the same
Nah,
shit.
it's on the
We
way.
working,
That's his
man.
personal
We
favorite.
working.
And
Nah,
shout out,
nah,
shout out to
Capital
my boy
Gains is my
E,
personal
man. It's
favorite.
on the way.
Oh yeah,
It's on the
yeah,
way.
yeah. That's a personal favorite too.
Yeah,
Heather
it's
Gray
on the
too.
way.
Nah, it's definitely
I
up
think Heather Gray is. So it's certain projects from certain producers that I say this is their best work, right? Like the main ingredient, Pete Rock and CL Smooth. That's Pete Rock's best demonstration as a producer on a single project. You know what I'm saying? I would say like Cuban Links is a good RZA demonstration. You know what I'm saying? I would say certain moments are like great for producers. I think for V Don, Heather Gray is his moment.
Wow.
think so?
That's a big statement.
V Don is
That's
the
a big
V
statement.
Don is
That's a big statement.
V Don is the best artist on Heather Gray. He's better than me. He's better than Ito. The beats on Heather Gray is what made that project. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
I'm an ill nigga, I know, and my boy E ill, you know, for sure. But without the beats, man,
So how much credit do you actually give to the producer? Like when you create and it's like, all right, yeah, like you said, I'm an ill nigga, but
Word.
I got to give all the credit and praise to V.
yeah, he provided the canvas, the platform. You could be an artist, right? But if you don't got a train to spray paint on, if you don't got a canvas to paint on, then what?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
dope.
saying? Like
That's
then
dope.
what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of times for me, like the music has to produce some sort of motivation for me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hear it. And like I told him, we did some records last night in the studio.
Yeah.
I said when I hear the beat, the song, it's a God-given gift, by the way. The song kind of just comes together in my mind. As soon as I hear the beat, I hear myself, I hear everything. I hear the cadence, I hear the rhythms, I hear the patterns, I hear the words. It just start coming together like magic.
Yeah.
Once the producer provides that canvas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, very
so with
important.
that, do you prefer working with one producer doing a single producer album or like a Capital
Great
Games with
question.
multi-producers?
Great question. I like them both for different reasons. I think when you work with a singular producer, it gives that producer the carte blanche to just get busy and just go to different places. You don't limit them to just one song. But at the same time, when you work with variety of producers, you can create something a little bit more variety. Like variety is the spice of life, right? You can do a whole bunch of different, nuances and tones and temperaments from different producers. So I like them both for different reasons, you know.
Yo, so if you could create a different version of Heather Gray, right?
Yeah.
And add another artist to rap with Willie, who would it be?
I like that question.
That's a good question.
Another.
Like,
oh,
who would you think compliment
so
what y'all do already and you adding them to the mix?
I'm
I
taking
think Ito's
Etho
perfect.
off.
Take Etho off,
I
just
think
like
Ito's
another
perfect,
version
though,
of
not
it.
for nothing.
I would have to say probably Rock Marcy.
Oh,
I think that's a
that'd
good
be
one
That'd be
too.
crazy.
Oh,
That'd be ill.
That'd be crazy.
I'm
Rock-
jacking Ransom too though.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
do,
crazy
I
or
do
bugging?
too, but I would.
Ransom for sure. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's my boy. But I would jail Rock and Willie.
no,
together
nah.
more.
I think it goes.
It
they'll
go-
go
it-
well.
they like
They'll
the
match.
pioneers
They'll
and
match
all
each
this.
other.
Somebody went on YouTube
Yeah.
and created a Willie the Kid Rock Marcy mixtape from the songs that we published already and put them all on one
One
playlist.
EP, like
Yeah,
type shit.
Yeah.
EP.
Nah, that's dope.
We have various songs together, but they took them and put them all on one.
Uh-huh.
I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Is that like a dream compilation for you? Like, would you?
Oh, it's not a dream.
Not a
Me and-
dream, but
me and Rock cooking. Rock,
Yeah?
Rock is one of the very few friends I have in the music industry. Like that's really my man. Like that's
Yeah.
my bro. You know
Nah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
somebody that I like.
Me and
grown-
Rock get on the phone and talk about day-to-day regular shit. I don't talk to a lot of rappers. I don't fuck with a lot of rappers. Not because it's a problem, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Rock is one of the very few people that I have a genuine relationship with. So we've been working on music for a long time. We got a whole project that's probably gonna be coming very soon. We got
Damn,
that's my
news.
guy.
That's news.
That's my guy.
I could
That's-
see y'all
that's
working
my
well
dude.
together because, like I told you, what I call your rap is condescending rap, right? And it's like niggas that pop so much shit,
Yeah.
and they not yelling at you. They not like, but it's just like they
yeah.
have a way of making you feel small.
And me and Rock phone calls are like that. We making everybody feel small.
So what's some
On
of
the
the shit that y'all be
conversation.
saying? Like,
Ah man,
what's some of, I want to know, bro. We,
Yeah, just just
Yeah.
just friendly conversation about the game.
All right, I'm gonna
You know
find
what
a
I'm
better
saying?
way to ask
yeah,
that
yeah,
question
friendly
because I want to
conversation
know.
about the game.
So what's something you feel like you could hold your hat on, like when it comes to you as like your career or your business moves? Like, what's one of those things that you feel like
Politically or real?
the real? Just speak easy, nigga.
Yo, man, I feel like a lot of the Renaissance movement, a lot of the boom bap, a lot of this resurgent shit.
It's your sons.
Man, I've been doing this for a very long time, man. Before all of this shit, I think it got popular over time, and then everybody recognized it as a new wave. But
Yeah.
you know, thank the Lord, everything is time. It's date stamped. You can go back on YouTube and go back on, you know, the publishing. That you can see. I've been publishing music over 15 years with the sound that everybody's saying is a new sound. It's not a new sound. Like I originated the resurgence of a lot of the shit that people are doing today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. Even down to producing the single artist, single producer EPs. Not that I'm the first person to do it, but the resurgence of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of the beats with no drums and the percussionless beats. There's a record called Hickory Smoke that I put out like in 2010.
Yeah.
And then like in 2016, everybody was saying no drums, no. Bro, I've been doing that shit for 5 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? 6 years. Not that I created any of that, but the resurgence of it. I was early to the party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very early to the party.
So what's some other artists a part of that resurgence that you enjoy?
I like everybody that's moving in the space. I think it's good for the energy. It's good to push that sound forward. It's good for the competitive nature as well.
Yeah.
Because you hear somebody say, "Oh, I gotta get in there," and then you try to make something to, you know, keep up with that. I think it's all good. I like everybody throwing their hat in the ring. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
How long it took y'all to make this project?
This one we just dropped. How long, bro? 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Y'all niggas that make this shit into it.
And I'm jacking that y'all made it recently because he referencing Mexico trips.
See?
And
Yeah.
Valencia and
See?
Mexico. Yeah.
That's why. See, one thing about me, you know, I'm not lying. Look at my raps. Nothing I'm saying
I
is
had
a
to
lie.
be
Nothing.
recent.
Like it's all fact.
Yeah, head to toe Valencia, head to toe
I'm not.
Mexico.
I'm not lying about any of that.
think
Y'all
we-
saw
we-
me in
we-
Tulum about 3 weeks ago.
Shit
Yeah,
like that.
that's a fact.
Shit
Yeah,
like
right,
that.
right.
I'm not lying about any
We
of this.
probably had about two of the joints on there already, and then we started building from there.
I'm jacking y'all got more records in the cut because I feel like when I came to your studio, you played some other shit for me.
Bro, we don't, like I said, we don't stop working.
Damn.
So what is it about Willie for you, V?
Good question.
Like why Willie?
Why? Cause he rap about some of the shit that that I'm into, and he's just different. Off top, different flow, talk about different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just was fucking with it as soon as I heard him. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Same question.
Yeah, don't get
vice versa.
emotional, nigga. Get emotional. Like, he looking at his eyes and shit. Nigga, calm down. V, calm down. I'm fucking with you. And nah, for you, what is it about V? Like you could work with any other producer.
Yeah, they
V?
dying to work with him, man. After we drop, all the producers be hitting me like, yo, I gotta work with Willie, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I told myself this year and the next year between 2025 and 2026, I'm gonna get with all the producers that I work with that I know personally and put a lot more music out, and write a lot more, product, and I'm gonna get with everybody. I'm gonna circle back and get with everybody. I've been focused on a lot of business. I've been opening up a lot of startups and investing my money in a lot of places and doing things in the community. But I'm gonna get back with all the producers. But as far as V Don, I think the best thing about me and V Don is like that's really my man in real life. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really just music. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. We really just connect on some real shit. That's my friend. Even if we stop doing music tomorrow, we'll probably be doing something else together. You know what I'm saying? So I think that makes it easy to make music because that's really your friend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
right. That chemistry is embedded in y'all relationship already.
Yeah.
I think there's like a perfect marriage between what y'all do because V Don kind of has like the cinematic beats.
For sure.
And then, in that lane, the Renaissance rap lane, I'm telling him he's one of my favorite producers, definitely in New York at least.
Yeah.
He's definitely my favorite. And then he
Appreciate
just
that.
paints those canvases, I feel like, and it's ill for you because like, I feel like your style is visual. And then you use like a lot of alliteration, homophones, and then it's like my cousin said, yo, Willie's music is like shit you stack money in your Roth IRA to.
Yeah.
Like, cause you give him like a lot of financial literacy. I
Yeah, of
parallel you
course.
to like Nipsey a bit.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah.
just that marriage, like, cause V Don does a lot with like, Dark Low, where he can highlight these other artists in different capacities, but you come in with like that knowledge, and then also the slick talk, interweaving the fly into that. I think it's just super fly. Y'all got a super dope catalog
Appreciate
together.
that,
Word.
bro. Appreciate that. Word.
Appreciate
He been waiting to get that shit off all day.
Word.
He
I
wrote that.
appreciate it,
I
man.
bet that in my heart though.
Right now.
I bet that in my heart though.
Nah,
I'm a
nah.
fan.
Thank you for
Nah,
tuning
I
in.
really
But how
appreciate
do that make
bro.
y'all feel as artists when you hear people like have that type of reverence like for what y'all build?
Man, I appreciate it,
Yeah.
bro, because niggas work hard, so it's definitely appreciated. Man.
The word you use, reverence. My man asked me years ago. He said, "Why you doing this shit, man? You know what I'm saying? You getting money other places. Like, why you keep rapping? Like, why? Like, what's pulling you to this shit?" I said, "The reverence. You know what I'm saying? So when you just said that, it
resonated with you. Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm just doing it for the reverence at this point. I be rapping because I'm dope. You know what I'm saying? It's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? I just want to just demonstrate. You know
All right, so let's touch on like the businesses because you kind of mentioned it, but like really talk your shit because I think that's impressive. That's something that I really fucked with. That it was just like over the past 2 years, I listened to you a lot because I admire that. Like at this point in my life, that's where I'm trying to like, I want to get in the business.
We all should.
Yeah, so it's just like talk about it, like what you got going on, so people could like support it.
For sure, for sure. We have a we have a spirits company called Motu Viche Spirits, and like we're the biggest minority-owned spirits company in West Michigan. We're in throughout the state of Michigan, throughout the Midwest. We're in 70 stores in the Meyer profile. Meyer is the Fortune 500 grocery store in the Midwest. So between Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, we have products. We do champagne, we do vodka, we do a dessert wine as well. We're in Costco stores throughout Detroit. It's a real big deal for us because we come out of West Michigan. You know, it's a startup where we don't have that platform as the major cities, but we still manage to move ourselves through the region. You know what I'm saying? We have a coffee shop hybrid bar called Sip Coffee and Cocktails in the neighborhood I grew up in. So we do cocktails in the evening and we do coffee and things in the daytime. Just a little community spot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We finishing construction up in Muskegon, which is further northwest of Grand Rapids on the lakeshore. It's called the Motu Lakeshore Wine Bar. It's the flagship for our brand that we have for the spirits company. So we do it's a tasting room in the back. We got a speakeasy called Prohibition. We have an event coming up in March as well to invite everybody to come and check it out.
Okay.
We just finalized a situation downtown Grand Rapids at a historical Harris building to do a 3-bar restaurant concept. And in Atlanta, I have a nonprofit as well where we take young people from what they call low-income, high-potential neighborhoods, and we put them through financial literacy training, emotional intelligence training, and get them geared up to get jobs in the corporate space for hospitality. I'm talking about right now, we're national. We're in Atlanta, we're in Charlotte, Chicago's on the way, and New Jersey as well. You know what I'm saying? So reaching out to the community, helping the young folks, man, black and brown kids, or just anybody in disenfranchised opportunity to go from high school, whatever their situation may be, to go right into an apprenticeship or a job opportunity to get paid for culinary training, hospitality training as well. So, that's impacting the community, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm doing all of that while I'm just being the nicest rapper in the world at the same time.
So how do you get into those rooms? Like how do you position yourself to get into those like opportunities?
Stop talking and listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just listen. Look at what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Add more to the plate. Be a change agent. See what the needs are. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, like, so for the nonprofit, right? When a student is in high school, that's the last opportunity a group of people give a fuck about you. They care about where you at, what you got going on. Then once you leave, you on your own. So I said, okay, what we got to do? My partner and I said, yo, let's figure out a way to connect the community to the industry. That's what we started doing. So in Grand Rapids, as far as all the restaurants and bars we open up, we see vacant buildings everywhere. That used to be a nightclub, used to be a club. We had a nightclub ambiance right downtown. There was no black-owned businesses downtown Grand Rapids for 18 years. And so we bought the building and did what we did down there. It's just the voids. It's responding to the voids. You got to see where the needs are and connect the dots. Everybody can jump on what's hot. You know what I'm saying? Jump on where you see there needs to be something in place to connect the dots.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope, bro. Like that's like inspiring to hear, like you said, because we all talk. Everybody talks and say, "Yo, this is what I want to do for my community." But to actually, like, put the effort into making it happen, it's amazing. It's amazing
for sure.
We don't want you investing in that.
More of this music, more of these albums, man.
He about to go on a mean run. He got an album with all your favorite rappers.
I already know.
Got like 7 albums coming out.
We waiting for Brap 2. We waiting for the Boldy James product.
Yeah, Boldy dropping next month. Me and Boldy.
Fire. I'm waiting for the Uncle John joint.
Oh yeah.
You played some joints for me for that. I really like that shit.
Yeah.
Who else you working with?
Shit, I got something with Crime Apple coming out.
Okay.
Me and Etho working again. Me and Willie, of course. And Rome Streets.
Fire.
And Rome Streets cooking up. Yeah.
What you want? What you
Well,
want?
nothing, nigga. You, the
look
nigga,
at me, man.
give him a shout out, nigga. You was just on
Shout
tour
out
with
to
the
Rome
nigga.
Street.
Oh yeah,
Give
yeah,
the nigga a
yeah.
shout
I
out.
seen you out there.
What's that?
I
Yo,
seen you out
acting
there.
out.
A whole
Yeah.
month.
Hey, chill out.
He
Say about me, man. Anyway, what's the next question, son?
Yeah.
V-Dog.
What's
Boldy
up?
product. That's 2 years in the making.
Boldy, yeah.
You gonna
yeah,
give us any insight or any features or anything of that? Or is
It's
this
no features on that. It's just me and Boldy went in. You know what I mean? I believe it's probably one of his best albums.
fire?
You know,
He just
Saying
dropped that Chuck
that's-
Strangers joint. The Chuck Strangers to the side.
it definitely is.
Definitely
Definitely Definitely is.
That's- if
shout,
you
out
s-
to, shout out to Chuck. That's my boy too. But me and Boldy, we definitely got some heat.
nigga said one of his best. That's his best?
One of them.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think
believe
the top Boldy album for me is the shit with Alchemist. What's that? The Price
Bo-
of Tea.
The
in
Price
China?
of Tea in
He
China.
got, he got a couple with
Yeah, yeah.
The Price of Tea in China is the one.
Yeah.
I feel
Think so?
Is the one. Yeah,
I like
that's
the
one
Bo.
with
I like
Running.
the Bo Jack joint.
Yeah, I like BoJack,
BoJack
and I
and
like the
stuff, too.
Versace tape.
Yeah, that
I
joint.
I like the
Nah, I ain't
Versace
putting
tape.
that.
Yo, speaking of like Alchemist, like
Yeah.
where do y'all hold Alchemist in this whole like this resurgence in terms of production? Because I feel like he gets the respect from the elites. He gets respect in the underground. He just get respect on every level. So where do you guys hold him?
I mean, top 5, the GOAT.
Yeah,
Yeah. Shout out to him because he did a verse on our last album. Young Schmucks.
yeah. Oh yeah, he did.
That
Facts,
was,
yeah,
that was legendary.
Yeah.
To get a verse from Al, yeah.
Me and Alchemist put an album out in 2013 called Masterpiece Theater.
Yeah.
And I think, fuck that. I know that album is the album that inspired a lot of niggas that came after that project. You know what I'm saying? What we put together, that's some, in my opinion, some of Al's best work, some of my best work. And Al, I consider Al a personal friend. You know what I'm saying? He rapped on my mixtape called The Fly 2 before we did the project together. And I was telling him, I said, yo, you gotta rap more, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he thought I was just like gas. And I'm like, nah, man, you got, and you see what he doing now?
Right,
He's
right.
rapping now.
Rapping, yeah.
I told him that about 15 years ago. Like, yo, you like, bro, I'm telling you, cause I'm a writer, I'm a rapper, I know. And I know Al, I said, yo, Al, yo, you,
Yeah, Al
you,
get busy.
You get busy.
Al
I said,
get
bro,
busy.
yo, bro, seriously, man. And Al was a connoisseur. So if you know it, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And he been rapping. He started as a rapper. So I told him, I said, yo. So the first time I worked with Alchemist, he rapped on my record. He didn't give me a beat first. He rapped on my records first. You know what I'm saying? I told him that. I said, yo, bro, people gonna hear you. They gotta feel you. And now he's killing it with the rhymes.
That's
you know what I'm
Charlie.
saying?
That's
He's
Charlie.
killing
Shout
it.
out to Charlie. That's Charlie's favorite producer. She love.
Man,
She love her some
Al's one of my
Alchemist.
favorite producers as well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
That's my guy.
Race war starts. We got Alchemist.
Yeah, and Al, he's carrying that resurgence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's like where it all goes to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta go through.
You
Al.
gotta
Alchemist or Madlib?
Alchemist, bro.
That ain't even a
Bro, that's
question
not
for
even a
me,
question. And
man.
I love
Word
shout out
up.
to Mallet. I
Madlib is
love
nice,
Mallet.
yeah.
Madlib
I
is
love
nice.
shout out to Mallet. But Alchemist is driving everything.
No, what you saying?
Where does it all go? It go to through Alchemist. Yeah, it just
Al catalog is just too crazy.
it's too
man.
crazy.
It's too crazy.
And Al, he gets down with everything and everybody. He not keeping it just here.
Yeah.
He got the shit come with Erykah Badu. That's crazy. You know what I'm
He got some
saying?
shit come Mos Def,
And like
too.
V Don just said, he rapped on our album back in October. He could have easily just, you know,
Been like, nah.
from
yeah.
this spectrum to that spectrum to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And everybody that got they made their bones in that resurgence space, they had to go through Alchemist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Al the GOAT, man.
But why do
Straight
you
up.
think it's important for him to rap? Like you said, he made his bones with producing, but why do you feel like it's necessary
Because
for him to
he
He
rap?
dope.
loves it.
He
loves
dope.
it.
What you mean?
He's
He's
dope
dope.
and he loves
got
the
He better than a lot of the rappers rapping.
But you know some niggas that love something that's not necessarily the best either. So
Man, a lot of niggas be whack. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas ain't shit. But Al nice.
yeah.
Al nice.
Deutsch Marks 4. Al is on that tape.
Fact.
Question: Zach and Drew. Is that a true story? What song is that?
It's a
song.
Phenomenal. What is
So,
it?
so,
Phenomenal.
yeah, so
Phenomenal.
to protect the innocent and the guilty, it's just pieces of real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Zach is a fucked up nigga, son.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Zachs in our community.
Yeah,
Fact.
yeah, we all can relate to that.
There's a lot of people that play in that space, but when it's time to be accountable for that space, they're not ready to do that. You know what I'm saying? You should never put anybody in a position to have to You know what I'm saying?
Sacrifice themselves
Come on,
for you,
man.
yeah.
And then if they don't, then now he rat and he this and he did that. But where it goes first and foremost is take responsibility for what you're putting out. You know what I'm saying? So that whole story was just a story about situations that happen time and time again in our communities.
I like something that you said, and I want to touch on that. So do you think that whole idea or concept, like you said, niggas will call you a rat if you don't stand up and take that time, but it's like, yo, you did something fucked up. Do you think we need to kind of like change the idea or that concept of like what ratting is? Because I feel like niggas will put anything like and say, yo, you ratting, but it's like, bro, if I
don't
want
get
nothing to
into
do
the rat conversation because it get messy with our people. I don't get into that too much. But I'm just saying that if you doing something, be accountable. That's all I'm saying. Whatever it may be.
And that's what I respect.
Just be accountable.
And that's what I respect.
If everybody be accountable for their own shit, we won't have no problems.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, accountability, I mean, women never gonna be accountable.
It's kryptonite.
Yeah. Well, you're not that. Niche, I'm lying.
Kryptonite. But I think men have to be accountable.
Everybody got to be accountable.
Managing expectations and managing the women. But that's for another podcast. I'm just trying to tell you.
Talk about that shit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell you.
Wait, so you think it's possible to manage like our actions to force them to be accountable?
No, not force them, but to be patient and to overstand and keep managing. Because what's the objective? The objective is to say I'm right and you wrong. The objective isn't to villainize anybody. The objective is to push the families, the black families, the white families, wherever you've come from, to push the families forward.
Yeah.
That's the objective. So you got to know, okay, your lady, she's in the space. Okay, cool. You got to overstand sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And be patient. I think men have to set the standard by which the family, by which the relationship, you know what I'm saying, by which it flows.
Yeah.
Your woman not being accountable, okay, what else, right? What do you need to do that happens to make sure that it flows where it's supposed to go? Of course women don't like accountability, we all know that.
Yeah.
But don't poke them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't stir the pot, you know what I mean? Don't make it a thing.
Yeah.
But what you need to do is, before that happens, calibrate yourself, set it up, be a manager, be a king. You know what I'm saying? Control your house, control your woman, control your relationships. You know what I'm saying? That's what you there for. Women appreciate a man that know how to, yo, baby, nope, stop. Nope, we going over here. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to tell your woman, nah, we going that way. You know what I'm saying? Stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you would be surprised how a sound and solid woman would appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women need help.
Yeah.
Men need help.
Absolutely.
But men have to be the foundation of where this shit needs to go. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I'm gonna take that advice. I'm gonna put that in my
Control
pocket.
your home.
Yeah,
Control your woman, man. I'm telling you.
I'm not always the easiest nigga to deal with, for sure. So
Me neither. But over
that.
time, you gotta realize it ain't about being easy. It's about being solid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which reminds me, you Muslim, right?
Yes, sir.
So I just hear like a lot of respect for like, you know, a higher power when you talk and stuff like that.
We wouldn't be here without it. You know what I'm saying? You have to have the consciousness and awareness of the Lord, or it wouldn't be nothing. You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
family thing. You was born into that, or is like something you picked up on your own?
Nah. I just was studying a lot as a youth. You know what I'm saying? I was a 5%er studying lessons when I was like 12, 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? 14 years old. And that kind of like opened up my mind to, you know, spirituality and knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? And then a good friend of mine, his father was the imam at the masjid in our neighborhood. And he said, bro, I hear a lot of shit you talk about, stuff you're saying, you know what I'm saying? It's real powerful. You should meet my dad. I was like, yeah, I'll meet him. And then I sat down with his dad, and he told me about Islam. But earlier in my life, I had read the autobiography of Malcolm X. And then when Spike Lee did the film, I saw the film, and I saw how Malcolm X's life transcended from being just a guy, you know, in the street, and then he went off and then he became part of the Nation of Islam, and then he took Shahada, became Muslim, and evolved. And became Al-Haj Malik Shabazz, and I just saw myself in that same space. And as his father was talking to me, I just saw myself evolving and understanding more about what made sense for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just took Shahada the first time I talked to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He made everything make sense. The practicality of it, you know, whether you Muslim, Christian, whatever you are, the things he said about Islam just made sense to my common sense. You know, let's put all our religious bias aside. What makes sense to you? And everything he said made perfect sense.
Does that conflict with your rap career?
Yeah, if you being honest, you know, absolutely. But you know, it's more about it's more about repentance and forgiveness and doing the good deeds to balance it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, doing more good than you do bad. You know what I'm saying?
So I wanted to ask you a question earlier, and I forgot. So when I first caught on to you, it was Cannon. Cannon, like you, Weezy, Don Cannon, the whole movement, right? So what was it like at that time? Because I always ask like people that I know in the industry, like, yo, when you had a hot song and you had one of those shits that just wherever you go, people gonna hear it. What is that feeling like? Like when you're a part of that moment?
Cannon was a record, that was like my song. So when Cannon was created, it was me and Don Cannon. We lived together in Atlanta, in Buckhead. We had a crib. And he made that beat one night. We were chilling in the crib. And I wrote and cut the verse right there on the spot. And he played my verse over that beat for everybody. Played it on the radio, he played it for his friends, played it for other DJs, and everybody went crazy about the record. You know what I'm saying? And that record probably lived for about 6 to 8 months with not anybody on it. You know what I'm saying? And then an opportunity came where the machine needed a single. Like our situation, we needed to do something. And then they started putting people on it left and right. You know what I'm saying? So every time I heard it, it was somebody else on there. Then shout out my boy Detroit Red, he got on there and rapped. And then was these other guys, replacements, they got on there and they rapped on there. And it was us four for a long time. And then next time I heard it, T.I. was on it. Next time I heard it, Freeway was on it.
I never heard a T.I. version. I heard the Freeway.
T.I. did like 3 verses over that beat.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
T.I. did a verse on the original one. They took it off. Then he did another one. And then he called us, said he didn't like it. He redid it. And then they cut a version of it to be the promo for the Streets is Watching radio show on Shady 4-5. Shout out to Eminem. And he cut another one for that. And then one time I'm in the studio and Snoop Dogg got on it. And Snoop Dogg did it. Everybody rapped on that joint. There's probably 4 or 5 versions of that song, you know, in existence. So, but I wanted to say this because I don't do a whole lot of talking and bravado shit, but that was my song. I wrote that record. You know what I'm saying? That was my record. And then people got on there and transformed it, which was great because now everybody know the record. It's dope. I still get paid from that song to this very day. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope. Freeway on there, Lil Wayne, T.I. It's dope. It's a classic record. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just honored to be a part of that legacy, you know?
What were you doing? Like, cause like I said it, like the women at that time, like everything, like what was it like at that time? No, at that time, I really want to know, like, cause this is like my opportunity to really ask these questions to someone who had a hit for real.
Sure, we were on the mission of building our record company and getting a deal. You know what I'm saying? Cannon that's my brother. I love Don Cannon. I always will forever. He's the guy he's the first person to really believe in me and help me take my talent and make sure more people heard me and gave me the platform to do it. So he was being a producer / DJ. I was writing music. And then Drama was his big homie. So Drama come in and include him into things that he wanted to do. And then Cannon would pull me along. You know what I'm saying? And then Sense was Drama homie. They lived together. So every time Drama was there, Sense was there. When Drama included Cannon, Cannon included me. So we had a crib and we was making music. We was doing mixtapes. They was DJing parties. This is before everything was digital. I was carrying crates into the club and holding it down. Wow. I'm writing, doing freestyles. I'm battling niggas. I'm on the radio. Like we was just trying to get our name known. You know what I'm saying? So when we did Cannon, it was just like it was one of many songs that we did, but that one just so happened to catch on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at that time, you talking about the time was mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? The time was parties. The time was, you know, sitting in these meetings with these labels and being young and naive and not knowing a whole lot about what needs to happen and, you know what I'm saying, just looking for opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So it was a real optimistic time.
So y'all, I'm sure y'all was in clubs with BMF around that time.
Hell yeah.
Talk about that time. Like just being around.
I just seen it come through and shut Atlanta down. I was like, damn, billboards and they blocking off the streets. The boys was getting busy. And they definitely had a firm grip over the nightlife and the entertainment industry at the time, for sure.
You see yourself battling right now?
Nah.
If a rapper comes at you right now, Willie the Kid is this, that, da-da-da-da.
You probably need a hug. You know what I'm saying? Why would you come at me? I rap about traveling and getting money and taking care of your family. You know what I'm saying?
Under no circumstances you can see yourself getting. So you respect the J. Cole step away from it, all that.
What you felt about that?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I wish Cole would have kept himself in the fight. I'll just say that.
How you say that? It's like, isn't that contradicting the
No, it's not, because Cole had said something. He started the conversation. I'm not out here saying things about people. If I get on the record with another hot artist, I'm taking little shots at somebody and they say something back, you gotta fight.
Yeah.
If you go outside and take your shirt off and say, who wants some? And somebody said, me, you can't go back in the crib.
Yeah.
And that's not a shot at Cole. But if I do go on the record, I'm taking shots at somebody, and that person I'm taking shots at responds and say, oh, word, you want, what's up? Can't be like, oh no, I'm sorry, never mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not from that space. I didn't grow up like that. You know what I'm saying?
So describe the place where you grew up from.
It's Grand Rapids, West Michigan. It's a small town. It's the second biggest city in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Predominantly non-minority city. You know what I'm saying? So our experience came from being in a small, isolated space. You know what I'm saying? Having to really fight and create things for ourselves to make things happen. But my family's from New York, you know what I'm saying? And we got family down south. So I grew up, I spent a lot of time in New York, a lot of time in Tennessee, a lot of time being away from Grand Rapids. So being in Grand Rapids, I kind of always knew that this wasn't all it was for me. I'm going to go off and do something big. I'm going to go be a lawyer, be a rapper. I'm going to chase some big dream. But it's a really great place to be, to grow up, you know what I'm saying, for morals and understanding. It's a tough place too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody at home is tough. You know what I mean? Everybody at home has been through some shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody at home really ain't taking no handouts. You know?
What's the hip hop scene like out there?
Oh, a lot of good talent out there, man. A lot of young guys coming up. I think with the rise of social media, is giving a lot of young boys, you know, some platforms they didn't have before. Like when I was young, when I was 15, it wasn't no Instagram. 16, it wasn't Facebook. It wasn't these places with YouTube even at that matter to put music out and get a national fan base from a small town. You have to really get in your car and drive places and do things. You have to do shows and pass out flyers and really show up. When I moved to Atlanta, that was one of my goals. I'm going to get a record deal, and I did, you know what I'm saying, by the grace of God. But it wasn't as, I don't want to say easy, but it wasn't as provisional, I would say, as it is now. So it's a lot of young guys getting busy out there, a lot of talent. And then they really doing their thing in Detroit right now. So that's all they're doing is inspiring everybody in Grand Rapids to do more and do better.
Is it more like stuff like in this lane that you doing, like more the boom bap lyric driven stuff?
Nah, they got their own style. But one thing about the Midwest, and I talked to V-Don about this earlier, the Midwest I think is the best artist community in the world. Why I say this is because it has the diversity that a lot of other, regions and other communities don't have. Like in the Midwest, you can go all the way Wu-Tang, you can go all the way Bone Thugs, you can go all the way Dr. Dre, you can go all the way Boom Bap, you can go all the way Loopy, you can go all the way Trap, you can go all the way, and it's still valid. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time, New York had a sound, the West Coast had a sound, the South had a sound. Things are getting really fusion right now, which is good. Yeah. But the Midwest always was a fusion. Right. You meet an average Midwest guy, they know E40's whole catalog. But they also know, you know what I'm saying, the GZA's whole catalog. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the unique thing, and still is the unique thing about the Midwest right now. And as the Southern music developed and got bigger and bigger and bigger, more prominent, it lent itself to the Midwest. I'm going to tell you why. Through the Great Migration, black people moved from the South to the Midwest. They went straight up. So anybody who's like, if you in Mississippi, Alabama, you went up to Chicago, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? If you from Georgia, you went up to, you know what I'm saying, north of there. You went to New York. You went to, even Carolina. So there's always this synergy between the South and the Midwest historically for black people. Okay. So it's convenient to be a Midwest artist right now.
Yeah, and you see that though. You see that, like a lot of them, they have this buzz, and it's like, it's a community of them where they all get together, they support one another. So like when you speak to Detroit, you got Sada, you got just everybody.
They killing
42,
it.
like
they killing it.
Doug, everybody.
Boldy.
Yeah, Boldy, that's what I'm saying. So it's just like
killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it.
So that's what I'm saying. So that speaks to your point.
It's good, and it's good for Michigan. Even on Rio and the brothers out there in Flint, they getting busy. You know what I'm saying?
That's where they from.
Another
Rio?
it's another secondary
Flint?
market. You know what I'm saying? They getting busy out there. So Detroit is definitely the biggest and most global city out of Michigan. So everybody's looking at Detroit.
Yeah. That's
why it's good to see Peasy and Vezo and Payroll. It's good to see my brothers doing their thing because it's inspiring everybody throughout the state. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the young guys in my town, they looking at that. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. Eminem don't sound nothing like Peasy. You know what I'm saying? The diversity in Michigan is crazy. And the diversity allows you to be as lyrical as an Eminem, but you can still be neighborhood trap. You know what I'm saying? Like 42. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this something from Detroit that you would bring to Harlem?
As far as what?
Just style, what, like anything, like work ethic, anything. Like,
Nah.
no?
We're not bringing that to Harlem.
No?
Nah.
You won't bring nothing?
You ain't rocking buffs?
Come on, son.
Not for me.
You don't.
Personally,
Fly,
not
nigga,
for
man.
me.
What does the fly mean to you?
It's mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's the idea of I always had this concept, right, where I'm like like mainstream America, mainstream global, the world, society. They're not gonna leave us out of the conversations. They're not gonna leave us out of the finer things. I think black people feel like they don't belong in certain spaces. Certain things aren't for us. But I had this concept where like, nah, man, I'm gonna do everything the upper crust is doing. I'm gonna work hard, make enough money, and I'm gonna be in all those exotic places. I'm gonna eat all the exotic food. I'm gonna do everything, everybody. So the fly was like, it's a lifestyle thing, man, for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want the best of everything, you know, because I deserve that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I earn all of that. So the fly for me was like, it was a lifestyle thing. But then also like the James Goldblum, the fly, like, you know what I'm saying? This transformative thing, you know what I'm saying? When you go through some shit, you know what I'm saying? You come out just a whole monster, you know what I'm saying? So it had that dark side to it too, you know what I'm saying? But mostly, yeah, it's just lifestyle, it's mentality. It's like, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna have it all.
Balenciaga or Polo?
Depends on how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to a open house at my son's school. I'm Polo to the flow. You know what I'm saying? I got the sweater on, the joint on, all that. You know what I'm saying? The varsity jacket with the sweater with the button up, me a little corduroys. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on a podcast with y'all on Speakeasy. You know, I'm blessed to the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blessy,
How has fatherhood changed you?
Dramatically, you know what I'm saying? Dramatically, because I became abundantly responsible in ways I didn't think about before. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm responsible for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I asked one of my friends the other day, and I'm like, do you feel like you parent with trauma? Like, is trauma attached to your parenting style?
I made sure it wasn't.
Yeah.
I was deliberate about making sure that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
How did you make that happen?
Enlighten me, please.
Yeah.
It ain't fair to put that on an innocent child. You know what I'm saying? You better get yourself together. You better get yourself together. Don't pass that down to your kids, man. You better be honest with yourself, right? You better be able to articulate yourself. And I think when I say articulate, you gotta be able to articulate to your kids too. Talk your children through things, man. Tell them what's going on. Explain. Don't just say do what I say. Don't just penalize. Don't just force them to do things. Conversation.
Yeah.
I've been talking to my son like he a man since he been laying on my chest. Like a man.
Yeah.
And my son's probably one of the most solid young men that I know at his age. I know a
how
lot
old
of
is
young
he?
people. He's 17.
Oh, okay, all right.
He's probably one of the most solid young men that I know. Because I've always talked to him like he was one of us. And to this day, he's one of us.
Yeah.
He'll come in this room right now and you ask me a question, and I'm going to answer it, and then you bring him in and ask him, he'll probably give you the same exact answer.
Yeah.
He's one of us. You know what I'm saying? And that came from making sure whatever you're going through, whatever you know, your wisdom, your knowledge, your understanding, you pass it down to them as early as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep your trauma away from your children. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact.
Go work on yourself. The word of the day is accountability. You know what I'm saying? Be accountable. Be accountable. Whatever you got going on, you take care of that. That's yours. You figure that out. You work with that. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's important. And right now, like, I think all of us, like, we pretty much all in the same age bracket where we looking for, like, that next, like, all right, that next thing that's going to help us elevate and better ourselves.
Absolutely.
Like, niggas don't want to be shit for forever. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like now, like, what's next? And I feel
Yeah,
like
for
that's
sure.
important.
For
Like, you
sure.
know, over the past couple of months, I went through something personal that, like, kind of
We all
had
do,
my
bro.
life fucking
Yes, sir. We all
going
go
crazy.
through it.
So now I'm like, I recalibrated my life
Yeah.
and like I'm balanced, and
That's
that's what it
good.
is. Like we spoke about it. He
Yeah.
knows
That's a
what was
fact.
going on, and he just like
Now shield the innocent from what you went through.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Now you deal with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Don't spill that to, you know, your children or your woman or your parents. You deal with that. We're
Yeah.
men.
Yeah.
You know, we're designed to absorb impact. You know
Where
what
you
I'm
get
saying?
that mentality from, bro?
So you read that book.
Nah, I never read. It's just, yo, I grew up around a lot of strong men and women. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that was transformative. You know what I'm saying? And I always paid attention. Like I told you, I listened.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm just a Negro, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, regular black?
Regular black.
Regular black.
Black.
Yeah, black.
Foundational
black
black Americans.
Just black
That's it.
royalty. You know what I'm saying? Just
That's
black.
it, yeah.
Black privilege. You know what I'm saying? Black royalty.
Yeah, I could attest to that because my family, I'm Southern, so the same thing. We're from a
course.
small town, Bennettsville, South Carolina, and stuff like that. That's where our roots start from. So, like a lot of the things that you're speaking about, like my mom let us know that we have like a rich history, you know, of family to be proud of and stuff like that. So, it's cool. You know, I wish I would take the time, and I probably should, and I probably will be more intentional about the time I take to kind of find out where I'm really from. Because
let me just say something here right now, because I'm pretty sure a lot of our people are watching this. Yo, you have to go find the eldest person in your family, whether it's your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, your aunt, the oldest person, and get a camera, hit record, beep, and talk to them, and let them talk about who you are and what your family, where they came from, and what their experiences are. You have to do that.
Yeah.
Because when the elders start transitioning, we lose the knowledge of who we are, of our family, of our we lose all of that with them. It goes with them when they go.
Yeah.
So while we're active, we got cameras and microphones, we got to start putting a lot of our elders, and imagine if we all did it, right? There'd be a lot of stories about who we are as a people, you know what I'm saying? As a culture. We got to start doing that.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to speak to my aunt before she passed, and she told me a lot of stuff I never knew about, and it was important to hear about that, you know what I'm saying? It made me a little bit more aware about where I came from and where we need to go, you know what I'm saying? I think more black people should do that. Not saying anybody else out, but black people.
Yeah.
Because our experience, our history easily gets lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be deliberate about preserving that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I think we should do that.
Do you black as well? Just natural
Black.
American?
No,
Black.
Regular black is crazy.
Regular black.
Y'all crazy.
Regular black.
Regular black is well.
When you first started listening to Willie,
Willie, Hustler, getting your cash, not throw your sets
Oh,
up,
okay,
Gangster,
yeah,
that
the
joint.
Jewels and
I saw
Jada.
around that time with the.
I don't think I heard that.
Jewels
That's
and
on the
Jada.
Gangsta Grills
That was
album.
a drama album.
Jewels and Jada, that's crazy.
That's a
Word,
drama
that
album.
joint. But then, this is blog era. I think he was around. And then I felt like he was dropping stuff. I would see stuff on Nah Right, but I wasn't paying full attention. My
shout out
brother
to
would
Nah
be
Right.
into it more.
Yeah.
But then around Blue Notes came, and I was like, oh shit.
that's the
That's
one.
You didn't hear anything with me and Vaughn
I
prior
had
to
to
Blue
go.
Notes?
Masterpiece Theater.
You never heard that?
All that. That's prior to me.
You never
I
heard
had to-
Masterpiece Theater?
Still, and he came at me last time about this.
Oh, he
listening
ain't hear
to
that?
it. He definitely, and I need to. But he came at me about
You never heard Deutsch
rap
March
too.
1 neither?
I've heard. I went back to
Okay,
Deutsch.
all right,
I went
all
back
right.
to all the Vidon stuff.
Okay, all right.
After hearing Blue Notes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mess with Willie heavy.
That's the
Like,
one.
I'm
Appreciate
telling
that,
you,
brother. Thank you,
me
man.
and my cousins talk about this all the time. First of all, like the Vidon shit is classic shit, but Capital Gains is one of my favorite albums in the last 5 years.
Capital
Like
Gains,
period.
yeah.
Like so, yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
I mess
Thank
with it. I mess with the mentality. I mess with like just everything. The literacy,
sure.
like I spoke to earlier. I really mess with it.
For
heavy.
sure.
Catch Me If You Can too. We had an argument about this shit.
Let's go.
That's your new favorite.
It's a top 3.
Top 3.
It's a top 3.
Yeah, give your order.
So for me, one
This
is
is
Blue
interesting.
Notes.
All right.
That's a
There's
fact.
no way
Me
that
too.
could be touched to me.
Okay.
Number 2
I gotta
is
beat
Deutsch
that.
Marks 3.
I'm
I
going
love
with
that a
one.
lot.
I'm going with one. Plum
Deutsch
is on
March
one,
3
right?
is tough.
I
It's
like
tough.
3 a lot.
Hold on, I'm not.
It's
check
tough,
some.
but better than 2 is crazy.
I like 3 a
I
lot.
don't know why nobody's saying one. I'm a
But
bucket.
Catch Me If
fire.
You Can 2,
What are
it
we
might be
talking
3
about?
for me so far.
Say that again. You said Blue Notes 1, Deutsch Marks 3, and Catch Me If You Can 2.
I like
What
that
the
a
fuck are we
lot.
talking about?
That's ill.
I like that a lot. Like, and it's early, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I
No,
want to
nigga.
preface that and say, like, yo, it might change, but how
Yeah.
the first 4 songs, solid.
You talking spicy.
Solid. Yeah, solid. That's it.
Appreciate
And that's what I want. That's it.
Which project got the best beats?
This was my shit. Polar
That's
Pad. This
Deutsch
was
Marks.
my shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that's
about mentioning Deutsch Marks when y'all
Nah,
playing.
Deutsch Marks
Deutsch
Bugs
Marks
the
1
shit.
crazy. Man.
I feel like
whatever,
the
man.
easiest listen for me is Deutsch Marks 3. Like, I could play that from the beginning to the end. Yeah.
I think, see, now we're going to categories, right? Easy listening is a category. I think Deutsch Marks 2 is the easy listening
Think
joint
so?
to me. Easy listen. Like just hit play and just let it go. Cause Deutschmarks 2 is almost like one song. Like, you don't even know what number song you
yeah,
on.
exactly.
It's
It does do
one
that.
long album.
It's like a jazz.
It's like a long
That's how I
ass
feel.
song.
But that's how I feel about 3.
It's like a jazz. Okay.
That's how I feel about
Good.
3,
Okay.
bro.
I don't know how nobody's saying Deutschmarks 1. I feel like
Deutschmarks 1 is
bugging.
ill.
Yeah,
Deutschmarks 1 has
got 24
important-
hours on it.
Yeah.
Booker,
They
24
got
hours word.
Deutschmarks 1 has important moments. 24 hours. What's the joint with Dizzle on there?
Oh, it's right here. I got it right here.
Nothing to me.
Nothing to me.
Fire.
Nothing to me. That's
Blue
crazy.
Foreign
Notes.
Lands.
The song Blue Notes, which birthed
Yeah,
the
it's
Blue
hard.
Notes series.
It's hard.
Like Deutschmarks 1 birthed everything.
It
started
birthed everything.
Yeah.
It birthed
So how
everything.
y'all don't give the OG the love? I guess
Oh,
whatever's
I'm
nice.
said
giving
favorite.
OG the I
No, you
can't
said-
even get in
you
this
said
conversation
favorite,
with y'all.
right?
I'm just adding
All
on.
right, yeah, my
I
fault.
can't make.
My
I
fault. You
can't
right. You
decide.
said favorite.
I can't decide because I know I was deliberate about making sure everything was fire. So I didn't give more to one than I gave the other. So I
So
don't
you
know.
named yours? What's
I'm just going with Blue Notes song. That's my favorite shit. Blue
That's
Notes and
Blue
Capital
Notes?
Gains is my 2 favorite Willie projects.
I appreciate
I'll leave
that.
It at that. Those are my 2. I fuck with Deutschmarks 3. That came out around the same time as Blue Notes.
Wait.
I fucked with that after. What else? I say those probably my top 3.
What's the joint on Capital Gains? Seen it all, done it all. What song is it?
That's egregious.
Oh man,
Shout out to
Actions
Evidence.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
shout out to Mobile
that's
Evidence.
one of the
Yeah,
that's
shout out
hard.
to Mobile
That's
Evidence.
hard.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shorts are like Shock G.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
my
that
shit.
was hard.
shout
That
out
was
to
hard,
Mobile
bro. Nah,
Evidence.
I ain't
That's
gonna lie.
crazy.
Like the last
That's
2.
an important song on the project for
Yeah,
sure.
it is.
Dog,
It is for
Dirty
sure.
Game is heavy too.
no
Dirty
no,
Game
no,
is
that's
very
heavy,
important.
No, Heather
Yeah,
Gray.
Dirty Game is crazy.
Heather Gray.
Heather
Oh,
Gray.
my fault. I'm bugging. Absolutely
Heather
Heather
Gray's
Gray.
up there.
Absolutely Heather Gray. I'm bugging the fuck out. Word.
Now there's some projects that predated the run from Deutschmarks and Masterpiece 3. You gotta check them out. You know what I'm saying? Like Aquamarine and Somewhere. There's more projects in the
Aquamarine
catalog.
is
You gotta
fire,
listen
too.
To do my due
the crates.
diligence.
You gotta go back.
But
and
y'all
listen to
niggas
them.
drop mad music, son. He
For
came here
sure.
4 months ago, already dropped 2 new projects.
Yeah, that's
Like,
real.
like, come
Nah,
on.
this year gonna be crazy.
And he said they dropping
Oh,
in
even
May.
Living
Y'all about to
Daylights.
drop
My man
again?
Bronze. You gotta check that too. So go
Bronze
listen.
Nazareth.
Yeah, listen to Living Daylights. Listen to Aquamarine. Listen to Somewhere. Listen to the Crates. Listen to those.
I'ma
And
go
listen
back.
to the Cure. Cause that's the first time not the first time, but one of the most prolific times me and V-Don collaborated is on that project.
Cure.
Yeah, check
Yeah.
that out. I just know I'm better than a lot of people, so I want to keep demonstrating that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel a little remiss when I'm like, oh, y'all like that? Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
watch
I be
this,
feeling
you know what I'm
like
saying?
that too.
Fuck that,
Yeah,
man.
y'all
But y'all take a
try.
break though.
Fuck that,
I don't
man.
never take
You don't
a
take a
break. This
break,
is
yo.
what I do
Yeah.
though.
Fuck
I'm
this
not.
nigga
Nigga don't give me
Yo.
no
Niggas
beats,
is
but
whack,
make mad
yo.
beats.
Niggas is
You gotta
whack.
understand, bro. I'm working on
Niggas not good,
multiple
man.
projects.
Yeah.
It's hard to get to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Yeah.
I got 10 hours in the cut. You know that's a
crazy.
lot.
Nah, this nigga work, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
How you
Yeah.
co-sign? You my man.
Nah, nigga, y'all both white.
we gotta chef up. We gotta chef up. You know what I'm saying?
How often do you write? I asked you before how often you produce. You told me like every day, at least when you can, as much as you can.
I try to make it every day, but sometimes I'm just handling business, doing other stuff, so I might not even get to make a beat.
Yeah, cause he hands on. That's one thing about it. He's
Yeah.
super hands on
Gotta be,
everything
man.
that he does.
gotta
Like, you
be,
can see
man.
that. Yeah.
I don't like dealing with projects I can't. You know, I don't like somebody telling me what to do. So it's like, I gotta do.
Oh,
my
I got a
shit.
question for you. I'm sorry. I do want to know how often you write. How often? Is it every day?
When the packs come in, you know what I'm
When
saying?
the packs
That's
come
it.
in,
When the packs come in.
No putting thoughts to the side, like yo, you in the street, something.
When I
come to you.
when I was younger, I would write all the time. Like I write on my hand. I write on
That's
seats.
very,
like,
very, very impressive,
Yeah,
bro.
when I was young, man.
Cause
bro,
it's not your shit is laid. It's like double entendre. So much to do that on the spot. That's very impressive.
on the spot when
Very,
the packs
very
come
impressive.
in. Somebody like
me
yo,
and him, I might just text him something, and he like,
yeah,
yo,
he'll send me say he'll text me a beat, and I'll
Yeah.
probably be riding around. In my car, I'll play it in my car. Oh, okay. So I'll probably just start working on it in the car. Then when I get home, just put everything down, and you know what I'm saying. Probably cut it at the crib, and then
And you hear some of these beats, like even on the tape that we just dropped, I would send that to somebody else, and they probably wouldn't even know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Some of
like
these
that.
beats is awkward. Some of them don't got no drums. He know where to take it.
You gotta evolve as an artist. Like you gotta know how to not only pick beats, but know what beats are good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Knowing
And a
yourself,
lot of
yeah.
artists are still in their infancy. They
just
don't
rap
know.
to
They
whatever.
just rap to whatever.
And it ain't
you
doing
got an
that,
infant
yeah.
ear. You don't know. You don't understand the science of music. You don't understand.
Yeah.
I think for me, I've been doing it long enough to know. Okay, this is for me. This is mine. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into something.
A lot of the tracks I send him, I have it as an interlude. Like this sounds good in between songs, but he like, nah, we do a song out of this.
Yeah.
I be like,
What?
he,
Yeah.
be, he be making me a believer. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I had it as an interlude. You know?
Nah, but that's one thing about you. I think you really take people like thoughts into consideration. Like you're not too cocky where it's like, nigga, I ain't listening to you. Like even with me and you'll be like, yo, what's your opinion on this? Or you know, you respect that.
That's
Like,
the
and I
humble
think
killer, man.
that's
humble
important.
Nigga,
For sure.
Which reminds me, all right, so you just dropped the tape with BSF.
Yeah.
What is that? Are you a part of BSF now? Do I see the Rock Nation distribution going on? Are you signed?
This nigga ain't your business, bro.
You charge extra for beats
how much
now?
I got paid, right?
Word.
That nigga ain't your business, bro. Watch this.
That's the fan though. You know, shout out to Benny. He had a situation. I'm like, you know what? I already got joints with Camino. Like why not? Why not put it together? Put a compilation out.
Yeah, got you. I was wondering because it had songs with like Banks and then Willie and Doe, and I'm like, they not BSF. How is this?
It's like, you know, half of what I'm bringing to the table and half they got. You know what I'm saying?
Right. There was a dude on there, Sule. I just got introduced. Yo, he's nice.
He's
I was like,
dope.
all right,
He's
maybe
from
he go back
Jersey.
to his catalog a little bit.
From Jersey, he's fire.
Word,
Yeah,
he nice. He definitely nice. I was listening to him when we was in Europe and shit.
Yeah, he killed that song on the joint with Camino.
Word. And I mess with El Camino hard by
Yeah,
that.
Camino hard.
You should do a tape with El Camino.
Yeah.
Word.
That's how I got songs with him. He'll come to the studio, we'll knock out 3 or 4, and then I don't see him for another year. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we got joints. We always talk about doing a tape.
Because he seemed like a hard worker because he's always dropping.
I'm about to do a tape.
Do a tape?
Yeah, I'm
Compilations,
doing
ready?
Nah, I'm a rap, nigga.
Word?
Yeah, I'm a rap.
Split
He
16.
got songs on the low, man.
I do.
Yeah,
I played it for
Split
him.
16?
Yeah, I played it for him.
Me and son,
Nah,
man.
nigga, come on, bro. I ain't about to do that to me, nigga. They gonna make me be like Drake and read off my phone or some shit, nigga. I'm good.
Yo,
I'm good. I'll leave that to the pros, man.
who y'all got winning this fight tonight?
Come on, Tank.
Nigga, Lamont Roach. you expect me to say that?
I just gotta hear people's perspective.
Nah, nigga. I'll beat both of them niggas up though, for real. Yeah, for real.
Crazy.
Them niggas is 5'4", bro. If you think I'm letting a 5'4" nigga beat me up, nigga, y'all
Can't
niggas
sleep, bro. Can't
all
sleep
right,
on
nigga,
that.
I'm grabbing. If his shit gets sticky, I'm grabbing them, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo,
Them niggas is
them body shots will tear you up.
nah, nigga. I'll stay close. Stay close.
I feel you.
Nah, man. But I want to thank y'all, bro. Yo,
Nah,
thank you.
man.
Appreciate y'all for
Thank
making
you,
the
man.
time.
I appreciate y'all for like really genuinely fucking with the music.
Yeah, bro. Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
we really
Listen,
appreciate
Nah,
that.
that's a
man.
fact.
We
Fact.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
listen, it's an honor, bro. It's an honor to have y'all up here.
I'm a
I
fan.
fuck with y'all shit genuinely.
My
Man.
family's a fan of both y'all for the
That's
record.
crazy.
For the
That's
record.
crazy.
My cousin, I told him I was interviewing Willie today. He was mad hype. Mad.
That's fire.
Yeah, I'm always around though. We could do it again. You know what I'm saying? Another space. You know
Nah, I
what I'm
told you we coming to Detroit, bro.
Oh, Grand Rapids. Make sure you come
Grand
through.
Rapids.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Grand
want
Rapids.
to go to Ambiance. I
Yeah.
want Motu VJ. I want to be the ambassador.
That's it.
I want bottles in all
Come
my
by, sip
videos.
coffee and cocktails.
I'm definitely
we,
coming to
we
sip
got
coffee.
2 dispensaries too in Grand Rapids.
I'm coming to
When we
smoke
doing,
weed
we doing
in
illegal
Grand
cannabis.
Rapids.
You got to come and do it. So
Yeah.
the gas station in Boco, Middleville. We got 2 dispensaries, a coffee shop, and 3 bars out there. So
D-Don,
make sure
when we
y'all
out
come
there?
and Spirits Line. Come
Have
and
you been
kick
out
it.
there?
He been out there a
been
couple
out
times.
there. Yeah, we shot some videos out there.
Yeah, we out, so I'm going.
I've
we
been to
go.
all the places he's talking about.
So,
You know what I'm
alright, so
saying?
let's
I've
do
been to
it.
the gas station.
When is
you
the
know what
next
I'm saying?
event at Ambiance?
We got a next event at our soft opening for our wine bar in Muskegon. It's on March 30th, March 28th. It's the last Friday in March.
You trying to go?
So anybody can come
I
through.
know I can't make that.
Hey, let me know.
I know.
Let
But,
me know.
but soon, we get out there soon, bro.
Yeah,
nigga's
we doing a soft opening for the Motu Make Sure wine bar.
Nigga, I'm not gonna front. They gonna be the front.
pull up.
Champagne
He
bottles
will pull
on
up.
me,
I will
bottles
pull up.
on me, not
He
glasses,
ready.
bottles on me. You know
I
what I'm
will
saying?
pull up,
ready.
nigga.
Yeah.
I'm outside heavy.
Yeah,
Make them go for me.
I'm trying
Let's
to.
go.
This nigga's
Bottles
locked
on me.
down, son.
pull up.
Bottles on Willie. You want to go to Grand
Let's
Rapids
go.
with Willie? That's legendary, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo,
We drink bottles on the frozen lake. You know, we on the beach.
On the
It's
frozen lake, you never did that in your life.
Yeah.
In your life.
And
we
we
gonna
own the
talk about it,
building.
bro.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
gonna
We ain't
talk-
throwing
we
parties.
gonna
We
put it
own the
together.
building. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna put it together.
thank you. I'm gonna say I like V approach. We gonna put it
Nah,
together.
he's a slick nigga because he gonna say some slick shit to get out the conversation. But you, so we do it. We go.
I don't know about.
It's documented.
It just
Anytime
depends.
y'all,
Niggas is
anytime y'all
busy.
feel like it, let me know.
Yeah, no,
Say
we gonna
that,
get
say
out there,
that.
but you know niggas
2
is
weed
busy.
stores, a coffee shop, wine bar, all that. Whatever y'all want to do. What's
Don't
up?
excite me,
Say
nigga.
that.
I will be there, nigga. That's
All right,
a
man.
cheap
Well,
flight.
yo, again, thank y'all for coming. We
Hey
gonna
man,
wrap it
appreciate
up.
y'all, man. Thank y'all, fellas.
Michigan.
Yeah,
All right.
100%.
GRUSA.
That's it.
I didn't even get to ask you about that. Damn.
On the sequel, y'all more to
Let's-
talk
let's go
about.
there.
Y'all more to talk
Yo,
about.
thank you, bro.
Indeed.
Yo, appreciate you.
Always, man.
You already know, my nigga.
Yeah, respect, yo, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, yo.
Well traveled. TCP. Yo. What I said.